Hey listeners, how have you been? It's been a while. Have you been smashing those trophies? Maybe those Chivos too? Heck, maybe you're already at level 999. It's good to be... Well, maybe we're not back, but the Loot Bros podcast surely is. It's a weekly gaming podcast, and you probably remember them if you listen to the old show. They've all been on in one form or another with hosts Resident Daryl, T-Bird, Kalai, Zach, and Joe. They've extended a brotherly or a brotherly arm, I suppose we could say, to myself to come and join them to talk some games. And look, I couldn't resist. These are all awesome people. They love a laugh. Yeah, sure, the show might be a little bit looser than you're used to, and yeah, we don't interview randoms every week that play different games, world number ones, blah, blah, blah. You know what it was like. These guys, they're just talking the games, they're just having the laughs, and look, they do it weekly. So why don't you pull up a seat and join us? I can guarantee you'll get a laugh or two out of it. And look, I'll even throw in a couple of minutes of the most recent episode. I want to thank Kalai hugely. Most of the cast was out doing amazing other recording projects, life projects, all these wonderful things. Look, probably gaming it up as well. But I had a wonderful time talking to her. And here's a couple of minutes of that episode, which will release on Monday. Look, if you're not doing anything, come check us out. It'd be nice to resume the conversation. Be well.
Yeah, perhaps. I don't know why he thought this would be a great idea to let us two do a show together under his umbrella.
Well, as many people know, Push 2... Oh, shit, what's this show called? Oh, Loot Bros, sorry. Loot Bros has had, a bit of a sporadic release schedule over the last few weeks, Cly. So I think it's up to us to finally put something out there that's, current for the listeners. Because not everybody wants to listen to, an old tape deck recording from the 70s of one of their early episodes.
Well, that is true.
Now, look, before we get into it, do you have to do some sort of housekeeping? Because I know Daryl loves his housekeeping at the beginning.
Well, of course. I luckily keep an old version of our notes so I can follow along.
Well,
but before we do that, we have to toast.
Oh, yes.
So, this week, I would like to toast to the newest member of the Loot Bros, CJ. I would also like to toast to the fact that the Sony ponies for the show this week have been stabled, as they are currently watching the new trailer for Horizon Zero Dawn West.
That's right. And can I add a little bit to the toast as well?
Sure.
I would like to, in that vein, to Sony, and the ponies of the world, I would like to raise a toast, Clyde, to the State of Play, which I know you didn't watch, but that's okay, it's forgivable, or whatever else, that was on, I believe, yesterday over there in the US. The State of Play, the Sony put up a 6-hour video, 6-hour wankfest, really, you could call it, listeners, followed by 20 minutes at the end of gameplay. Now, what was wonderful to see about this is, I don't know the creative director's name, I apologize, that's a slight on me there, ponies, but he was, after the 5 hours and 40 minutes of just these are rendered on the PS5 shots. They're just screenshots of the game, just running for 5 hours and 40 minutes, Clyde. It was riveting stuff. Now, I can guarantee you it was done on the PS5 because there's no way anything that bad would come out of the PC on rendering. So at least you know what you've got to look forward to. But then he comes and speaks for a few minutes and his lip sync is out with his lips. Like, how do you release a State of Play where the lip sync is not even correct? But then anyway, after that, it then moves on to 20 minutes of gameplay, which, I didn't watch because, I was put off after the 5 hours and 40 minutes of screenshots from the game. So I want to raise a toast to Sony for clearly understanding how to get a brief, concise message on a pre-done video to your fans. It's wonderful.